Hey guys, how you guys doing today? So just a quick update, guys. We are 25 new family members away from hitting that 10,000 mark. 25 new family members away from hitting my first major goal of 10,000 family members on the Frank Talks Money platform. So please keep sharing the content. I appreciate the support, guys. Now let's get into the video. So guys, as they said, the car dealership contacted me right at 9 a.m. as soon as they opened. The first dealership contacted me, the one where I actually test drove the Corvette. So the sales manager called and he said, "What can we do, Frank, to get this deal done?" And I said, "You have to give me more for my trade-in. Simple as that. Have to give me more for my trade-in. I'm not letting my trade-in go for $11,000. It's just not happening. It's just not happening." I said, I looked up my car online at other dealerships being sold across CarMax, Car Gurus, Auto Trader, things of that nature. I've seen 17s of my model, 18s of my model, going for 17 and 18,000 with more miles. I said, I'm not letting my car go for $11,000 so you guys can just turn around and sell it for $20,000. That's not happening. Guys, I know the car is a depreciating asset. I know this. I understand this. But I don't have to let it go. That's the thing. I don't have to accept that offer and let it go. And I'm not going to accept that offer for $11,000 and let it go. I'll just keep the car. I don't drive the car that much anyway. The weather's getting good. I'll probably drive my Camaro 6 months out the year. And even in the summer, spring, and fall, I probably only drive it on weekends. Because once the weather gets good, I'm going to be on my Harley sometimes. So I don't have to buy the Corvette. It's a want, not a need. So I don't need to sell it because the Corvette is a want. And as I've gotten good with my money over the past years, I'm not led by emotion. I'm not going to make a rash decision and be led by my emotions that I want a Corvette. No, not happening. I'm smarter than that. I'm not going to take a deal that's not right for me just because I want something. It's a want, not a need. And I'm damn sure not going to let my emotions lead me to make a decision that I know is not right for me. And guys, I understand, cars are a depreciating asset. This is why it makes me wonder why people go hog wild for cars and put so much stock into cars and go out working overtime and second jobs and doing gig work to pay for a car. It's just a damn car. Because when you go and trade these damn things in, you're going to get nothing for them. You're going to get absolutely nothing for them. I mean, it's a shame that's the way it is, but that's the reality. Cars get no respect. None whatsoever. And but I don't have to trade my Camaro in. I don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? My Camaro was bought in cash. There's no payment on it whatsoever. It's mine. I own it. I have the title. I don't have to take a deal that I don't think is a fair deal. I don't have to do it. I don't. I could just continue to drive it and continue to live my rich life and be happy as hell doing it in my Camaro. Shit. My Harley is a 2010 with 30,000 miles on it. I'm good to go. I got no payments on nothing with the motor. And I'm good to go with that. I'm happy with that. But like I said, I don't have to take that deal. And I'm not going to take that deal unless the deal is right. And like I told the sales manager, you have to give me more. If you want to make this deal with me, you got to give me more for my trade-in. Simple as that. Got to give me more for my trade-in. Otherwise, I won't be making that deal. You won't be making the deal with me. Simple as that. But, and like I said, I know it's a depreciating asset, but I'm just not going to take a deal that I think is not fair, guys. Just not going to do that. Because I want to tell you guys something real quick. So, the second dealership, guys, that I went to that appraised the car, I want to tell you what they did. Because, guys, if you go and buy a used car, make sure to get the used car checked out. Because the way the gentleman appraised my car, I could have been selling him a lemon and he would have never known. Would have never known. My buddy was outside talking on the phone, and I was inside of the dealership, and he told me, he said, Frank, when he came out, all he did was let the convertible top down, started it up, revved the motor a couple times, checked out the interior, and walked and checked out the exterior, and came back in and told you $6,500 for the car. Guys, he didn't drive it. He didn't look underneath to see if anything was leaking. He didn't drive it to see if the transmission shifted smoothly. He didn't drive to see if there was a wobble, vibration, anything. Nothing. I could have been selling them a lemon. If I would have bought the test drove their Corvette, bought it, left my Camaro there, they would have not known if that Camaro had any mechanical issues whatsoever. And I'm going to tell you one thing. That dealership would never, ever get business from me. And if anybody asks me about them, I would say, nope, do not buy anything from that dealership. I'm not going to put them on blast and say their name on the video, but I'm going to tell you this. They were located outside Chicago in Arlington Heights, and they were on Rand Road. That's all I'm going to tell you. It wasn't a traditional dealership. It seemed like a dealership that sold more high-end cars, sports cars. They had some Bentleys in there. They had some Maseratis in there. They even had one Ferrari in there. It seemed like they specialized in more sports cars and higher-end exotic cars. And like I said, they was in Arlington Heights, Illinois, and they were on Rand Road. Guys, I'll never ever buy a car from that particular car dealer. And if anyone asks me about them, I will tell them hell no. Because if that's the way they inspect their cars, I'll never buy a car from them. Never, ever. But guys, just take it with a grain of salt. If you ever buy a used car, always get that car checked out to make sure it gets thoroughly inspected, so you're not buying a lemon. So guys, yeah, I just wanted to give y'all that update. They called me as they said they would. Asked me where my mind was. I said, my mind is, if you want to do this deal, you got to give me more for my Camaro. Simple as that. Because if not, I'll just keep it and go on with my happy life. So guys, enjoy your day. Wish you all the best. This is Frank Talks Money, and I'm out of here.